loves. I had to drop a funny short so I would have something to attach this video to. It's kind of cute. You should go check it out when you're done listening here. We're gonna keep the vibes high. By dropping some Posi messages from our AT. Beginning with the Rose Oracle. Let's go. A little Rose Oracle ASMR begins now. Here we go. Messages to keep it Posi from our AT. We're gonna make a full pass. Grab right about here. Right about here. Alright. Before we go into these cards, let's see what we have. From the bottom with 222 on the timer as I look down. And what do I see? The reunion. Soul recognition. Collaborations. Partnerships. And even friendships. The reunion showing itself again. This is a sure sign that not only has it already been occurring, but it is still in our orbits, which means more new, sacredly orchestrated connections. If you stop and think about it through the eyes of beauty, with the awe and wonder of a child, the perspective of the child's self, all is sacred. Releasing any old programming, any and all old programming, especially of competition, opening ourselves up to relationships and collaborations. Sources saying it's safe for us to trust and co-create. It's safe for us to speak clearly. Except for times like this when I'm losing my voice. And sources also say, rest it, but still show up the best way you can. Being the best walk this life alone. It's time to come back together. To remember that we're not in competition, but rather we hold the keys for each other. This is the way of the rose. To bloom bravely, regardless of what others are doing, and to not be threatened when others do this alongside us. For them to find us, we must first let them see us. Light warriors, it is time for us to reveal ourselves to the world. Open our hearts to collaboration rather than competition. At a soul level, choosing to walk aside one another. The time is always now. The initiation, the thresholds, the birth, the rebirth, the seat at the table of the divine is already done. It's already here. We are in a season of rebirth through remembrance. Beloveds, when I say beloveds, sir, ma'am, it is not a scam. The time is always now. The season of remembrance is always in the presence. This moment. The now is all there is. Every breath, a rebirth. Every pause, the crowning. I say this is a message from our A team. Lo and behold, look who arrives. Ancestral work and the mother line. But this is not growing up in the sense of the definition through the modern person, as we are embracing the child self, but also healing that ancestral line at the same time. Seeing the beauty and the sacredness from end to end. From end to end. once it is initiated and we cross that threshold, we take that seat as the healer and the messenger of that line. Not only healing and remembering who we are, but remembering our voice and how each and every one contributes to the rebirth of harmonics. Excuse me. I need to wet my whistle. We're living in a time of complex healing. Especially when it comes to the mother line. We are the ones facing the intergenerational trauma that was imprinted for generations. Born to mothers who were not mothered themselves. It is time to continue ending that line. Seeing the sacred in all things and the feminine in all her stages as sacred, powerful, and holy. Healing on the behalf of our ancestors, past and emerging, reaching all the way back, setting all the mothers free. All the mothers and ourselves free. Back to the bottom of the deck and our immediate orbit. We have Brothers of the Rose and the Sacred Masculine. Also healing, harmonizing, sacred, and holy, worthy of that honor, worthy of that protection, worthy of that support. The sacred masculine is returning right alongside that healing separate. We are being guided to see through this polarity, this separateness, in order to remember to give reverence to all parts of the whole as we call it back into oneness and walk each other home. Thank you, Source, Holy Spirit, the line of the original souls, the only way to receive these codes, to awaken that dormant DNA and then integrate it, healing the sacred masculine and the divine feminine. Brothers of the Rose, like the feminine, the sacred masculine exists within each one of us, and together we're all being called to balance both energies within us, the sun and the moon, solar and lunar. Perhaps this is what it means to birth a new world. Something so needed. The part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine, including the earth, committed to protecting and living in the devotion to the feminine. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring, and conquering are not helpful. The sacred masculine is strong and tender, protective, but not defensive, being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's rising, being called to work on ancestral healing of both the maternal and the paternal line, an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you, representing the sacred masculine appearing in your life as it exists within all of us. How are you being called to work with the sacred masculine? transformation, more synchronicity of rebirth. But part of that process involves shedding all forms of change. In a nutshell, to get to the rich goodness of the nut, we must first crack open and then shed the shell. Release the petals to get to the fruit. Release the petals. It is time to surrender so the transformation can happen. Had the rose not released its petals, the rose hip would not have come to be. When we gather the courage to release what was, we are greeted by the fruits of the future. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? We can't go back. The road that led us here is impossible to access now. But with that ending, there is a birth, growth. Things are different now. We are different now. The world is different now. There's no going back. Something that feels new, but is beyond ancient. Is being seen. Once we see, we cannot unsee it. Change. Courage is required. Abscission. The shedding of various parts of an organism. The rose knows, and the phoenix does too, that we need to surrender what was to the earth, to one day be transformed anew. equinoxes, autumn and spring, have been unfolding simultaneously. The northern and the southern hemisphere. The shedding and the rebirth. To offer once was and be greeted by the fruits of the future. Yet again. We're gonna do a split. And we have the thorn. And right behind that, codes of the seeds. Protection and boundaries are already in place. Most roses are armored with spiky thorns and prickles of various shapes and sizes. They are protectors, like the knights defending their queen. Clearly setting the necessary boundaries and conditions for her to do what she is born to do. Communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we are in a relationship with to feel safe too. Clear communication. To be clear with others, we must also be clear with ourselves. The impunitive importance of clear, crystal clear communication, beloveds. Boundaries. But boundaries set with love. Authentically. With the codes of the seeds, each and every one of us have our own blueprint. And we're being guided to take the next step. Beloveds, our souls never lose their compass. Never. Within us, we have all that we need to create what we're destined to create, to move through everything that delivers, and to navigate our way through any terrain. The blueprint has always been seated within. Trust that you have within the most glorious rose garden waiting to bud and bloom. Remember that blueprint. Just take the next step, and then the next. And then the fruit will follow. Just take the next step. You will know what to do. The blueprint is encoded within you. What is your soul calling you to do? What's one baby step you can take in the now? I just did a split 36 on the timer. We have the return. I will be sure to post angel number 3636 in the community section. It's a new story. But don't forget to acknowledge how far you have come, how much you have grown. Things are aligning for us, beloveds, and around us, all around us. The convening is coming together. The outer is starting to match the inner. A message of harmony coming together, and the embodiment of holding a clear vision for many years. We have been doing the groundwork. Excuse me. This card is like the bloom, but it's more powerful than that. It heralds the coming and going of a whole new way of being. An entirely new story has been written. A great shift is happening in our lives. And it often takes time. Sometimes even lifetimes. Continue to acknowledge how far you've come. How much you have grown. Not only in our own lives, but in the world. Take a pause and take it in. A petal in the rose of a new humanity. Part of the forever unfolding. We get to decide what happens next, no matter what. We get to decide what happens next. And right now, we're gonna go into Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy for some closing messages. But first, I'm going to pause and flip the screen. From the bottom of the deck, we have this beautiful image, but to be in alignment with policy, I have to cover her up. But nevertheless, it is a beautiful image. Is journey to wholeness. Love from a sense of wholeness. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status. This takes us out of the present and puts conditions on love. Hold the vision that you and others are already perfect. Thus, we can heal through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. Here we are. version of ourselves. And this one is called harmonic flight. Synchronizing with what I was just saying about co-creating new harmonics. But first, we have to pause and rest our voices. Harmonic flight. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another, and our armor drops. When we meet another being, present in the moment, with no stories, judgments, or insecurities. When we harmonize our energies with another, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher. By encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away, that shedding yet another synchronicity between the two decks. The bonds you must share give you the power to transmute fear, put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. 4646 on the timer. So we had 46, 46, and 36, 36. So instead of posting in the community section, I'm just going to give you a summary of both. 3636 is all about happy, accessible, and peaceful. But also to never allow an overwhelming state in our day to ruin our day. Just like I'm not allowing the fact that I'm on the mend to ruin my day and get in the way of this beautiful message for the collective. Manifesting well for ourselves and those around us. Overturning the negativity into love, therefore reducing the tension. powerful interpretation for today is to follow our own intuitions more often than depending on others. Seeing how our paths are different, but they are different for a reason. Our differences in our paths and our voices that create the harmonics. This is how we harmonize, beloveds. Not by all of us sounding the same, but through these differences, even if they are subtle. With patience and persistence. And that is the proof. And it's all we need. Not the proof, but the patience and our persistence. That graceful persistence is still in our orbit. And with 4646, it's a powerful message of balance, stability, and positive transformation. We are still on the right path towards harmony. And with all of these numbers appearing twice in the same number, every bit of it is amplified. As well as a solid foundation. We have been putting the work on in our lives. Also, seeing the practicality, getting back to the basics. Creating a life that is both stable and fulfilling. And that is the message. Thank you so very much for listening. Multiversal Soul Familia. With much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings and agape, omni, love to